Hey, have you heard about the dessert that's going viral in Korea? Which is most popularly known as the Dubai chewy cookie. And how's it made? I'll show you. The kadaifi dough comes condensed to protect the strands, so start by cutting your block into smaller sections to create more space for our next step. Now, you can start pulling apart the strands until it looks light and fluffy. Separating your strands is crucial so it crisps properly in your pan. This next step is optional if you already have pistachio cream on hand, unless you're making your own paste from scratch. And make sure to remove the shells from your pistachios before you start blitzing them. Then pour it into a small bowl to set aside for now. Into a small bowl. Pour into the small bowl to... Yeah, you got the point. Start by melting a stick of butter in your medium-sized pan. This all depends on your ratios though. And make sure you're not browning your butter, you want to melt it slowly on low heat. Then you can pour in your kadaifi dough you shredded from earlier. Keep your heat low the entire time. This is very important, people. You don't want to undercook yet burn your mixture. You want it lightly crisped with lots of crunch. No shortcuts here. If patience isn't your thing, then this is your sign to walk away. And for those still here, you want to keep stirring continuously in the pan for 10 to 15 minutes or until you can visibly see your mixture crisped up. Get ready to have your hands cramped up from this as well. Then you can transfer everything to a large bowl and add a generous amount of your pistachio cream. Mix well and don't worry. The mixture stays crunchy since the dough is already crisped, it can't absorb much moisture. Onto your same pan that you hopefully cleaned, unless you want burnt bits in your pan, which I don't think anyone would actually want that. Melt about a half a stick of butter on low heat again. You don't need that much this time, just enough to prevent any sticking. Pour in your bag of marshmallows, small or big, doesn't matter since it's all getting melted together. Once melted, pour in a good amount of cocoa and milk powder. If cocoa isn't your thing or you're allergic, I personally like mine with just milk powder anyways, so you can skip on the cocoa. Make sure everything's nice and well incorporated with no bits of powder laying around. Pour the marshmallow mixture onto a white tray as we need it flat when it starts to harden. Shape the pistachio and kadaifi mixture into circles using your hands and place into a container to freeze for about 10 to 15 minutes to hold its shape. Make sure you're wearing gloves for this step as it'll melt on your hands otherwise. Yeah, so don't do what I did and maybe line your tray with parchment paper. Grab a new pair of disposable gloves and make sure to rub oil between your hands before you start shaping more circles of the marshmallow we melted earlier. Now you can begin the wrapping process. You have to work very fast since the marshmallow sticks. Grab the container of pistachio and kadaifi out of the freezer, and by that time they should have hardened a lot and held shape. Then you can flatten out your sheet of marshmallow before wrapping it around and twist any excess marshmallow off. You don't want your cover too thick. Whoops. Toast it with more cocoa powder and top with your pistachios. Here, we can cut it open and take another look. And now, you have a Dubai chewy cookie that's going viral in Korea. Thank you for tuning in and have a wonderful day.